Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I am going to go over and update Chiliz cryptocurrency. It's a one that I decided to take that shot. I'll explain to you why I decided to enter in there. Chiliz at 19 cents is what I did. Said, hey, I don't want to miss the party with Chiliz, and so far so good. Looking pretty good. Chiliz pretty good coin, and I wish I would have found this one earlier, but a follower on my channel had recommended that. Let me see. Yeah, so anyhow, this is the guy right here. T goes by TSP. This was the guy that got me into it. So I'm gonna give full credit to this guy. He made me aware of it. I decided to go check the chart. And once I saw the chart, I was like, whoa, let's pay attention to this coin right here because it's pretty darn bullish. So overall picture with Chiliz is its wave here. And then this is the second wave in this channel I have on here because I had a third wave throwover. So those that are new to my channel, when you do a parallel channel, particularly with cryptocurrencies, there are things called throw overs and throw unders. And as you can see at this third wave thrust, FOMO fifth wave in the third wave, a massive throw over, and then it went into a correction and come back down to the bottom of the channel. So proper channeling, in my opinion, with cryptocurrencies is the top of wave one, bottom of wave two, and then you pull it over, you find the bottom of wave four, and then you stretch your channel out like that. The error is taking your channel and going all the way to the top of the wave three to try to find a fifth wave target. Typically, can it go that high? It could, but just to be more realistic and have better planning and strategies on cryptos is to I like to do it this way, because I want to be out before the crash, if you know what I mean. So Chiliz is probably in this area coming down, and then eventually it could be going just beyond that third wave. So you're looking at what is that, like $1.30 or something like that. So some pretty massive gains, even from where it is right now, guys, 5-6x or something like that, which I think would be reasonable considering the macro environment if it's able to pull that off. But definitely bullishness right there. Okay, so here's your first wave, like so, back down. And you can see in the RSI with Chiliz is this is definitely your third wave right there. It came back all the way over here through this long correction that it was in for a grand total of 469 days. Okay, so a real long, drawn out fourth wave, very sharp, abrupt second wave that went the whole length of the first wave. And then this is a little bit different, and then it's in that wave over there. So you can see more than likely made a first wave. Check the MACD on the weekly, a bottom down here on the MACD. I also like to check with the MACD, the 10-day. Let me check the 10-day on it, and you can see that Chiliz is already bullish. Had a bullish cross on the 10-day, already has that green area coming down for a correction. So everything looks really good for Chiliz, guys. I'd say that this coin's going to do really, really well. Going to surprise some people probably that aren't in it, thinking that everything is going to be going down. So this area with Chiliz, the reason I say that it's bullish, you come out here to a 12-hour chart on its last wave. You can see here on the 12-hour chart, here's the wave and the RSI. You see that peak right there. I got that peak lined up right there. Okay, that's the highest peak on the RSI. Okay, and you just go right up to there. Where is it? Right there. Okay, so there's your divergence. Okay, that's how you find an impulse wave. More than likely, Chiliz wave ended right there. Okay, this is the area. So you see that bearish divergence from that peak to that peak and down here. So what that is that this is lower in price but higher in RSI, and this is higher in price but lower in RSI, giving you confirmation that with a wave of that size and nature, that is an impulse wave. Now, whether that's an A wave or a wave one remains to be seen. You can't know 100% whether that is. My bet is that that's a wave one, and then Chiliz is probably entering into some type of wave three going this direction. Okay. Now, why did I enter into it right here? Because it has a shallow correction, and they can have shallow corrections. Okay. So there's the wave one, and you can see what did it correct to? It didn't correct very deep. So let me take it off log to see what it did. So 0.55 and almost the 0.618 off that wave off of log. That can happen with some cryptocurrencies that are very bullish. Okay, so more than likely what Chiliz did, in my opinion, was went down into a 3-wave, back up into this wave, and it's correcting down here. Remains to be seen. But your biggest clue was down here in the RSI to tell you that that was probably in this area at the 16 cents was a good entry for Chiliz because how deep it went in the RSI. So you see, here's this correction, went down, back up, and it corrected all the way back down here. And you see in the RSI, you have a massive amount of hidden bullish divergence. So from that peak here to here, you can see the whole RSI reset the whole cycle for it to be able to go back up again. Okay. Now, that's not to say that it could be doing a swing and then a swing back over here and then swing back down. It could be doing that. But more than likely, Chile probably in this correction there is going up into a type impulse move. It'll come back down, correct that, and start making its way out of there, something like that. So up and then back down like this to these areas, and they can start making its way back up there again. So otherwise, Chile looks really, really good. It's a strong, this is a strong coin. It's giving signals that it's very, very strong coin, guys. And, you know, like I said, price, first area price target you want to see on something like this is middle of this trend area back down in like 47 to 50 cents. Okay. And then you might see another huge correction all the way back down to these areas, guys. Okay. So you want to plan for that too, in case, you know, if you're making, let's say you entered in here, it's going up, you know, that's like almost a 2x. And it can be tricky. I'll give you a little bit of a warning. Usually, depending on how bullish the coins are, what kind of wave sequence, how bullish they are, sometimes I just leave it all. I leave some of it in there. It could be all of it, or it could be third of it, or it could be a quarter of it. I just leave it in there just in case these things come back down, do a shallow correction like Chiliz did here, and just keep on ripping. That's the issue. That's one of the, so what I'm saying is that sometimes with these assets, when you exit everything out, can be just as stressful as leaving some of it in sometimes. At least it is for me. Like you're out, because now you're out, you take your gains, it could go back up again, and you're sitting there going, did I just make a mistake? It's still going. Or it does a correction, and now you got to look at a good entry, and now you're trying to enter in a pretty significant, sometimes a pretty significant amount of money to get back in there again, which causes even more stress. So it just kind of depends on me personally. I think that this is going to be the trend for Chiliz to complete this wave sequence, kind of like Dogecoin. So let's go back out to the weekly chart, right? So I just did a video on Dogecoin, right? You're starting to see the pattern here. You're starting to see the pattern here. So here's your wave 1, 2. It went up onto a 3. They completed March of 21, went a massive correction over here. And now it's trying to do wave 5, right? Kind of like Dogecoin, I just went over. What's another one trying to do wave 5? Kind of like Binance Coin trying to do a wave 5. Kind of like Ethereum trying to do a wave 5. Kind of like Bitcoin maybe trying to do a wave 5. Take a look at the Bitcoin cheat sheet chart too. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, what is it trying to do? Came down to a correction like this. Long drawn out correction is trying to do what? Go bullish again. And Ethereum Grayscale, same thing. Came down to a correction, going up into a wave, do another correction, trying to do what? Go bullish again. All right. Starting to see the pattern here. Go look at total 2, total 3, and total market cap for the cryptocurrencies. Kind of doing the same thing. Starting to see a pattern going through this. Paying attention to my channel. You won't see the patterns on the other channels. You know, what are they doing? Just going over Bitcoin. Only Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin going to do? Look, Bitcoin is like, that's like one confusing chart right now, guys. It's getting a little bit better, but like, you know, I just see it, you know, what's it doing? You know, what's the wave count? You know, is it going up? Is it going down? You know, something like that. You got to go to other charts to get an idea so you don't get gray hairs before you're 35 years old looking at some of these charts. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.